Hello and welcome to another SHUMPCAST. I'm Tony Shump.
And I'm Dom. That's it, and that's all I'm saying.
Well, you're not going to say your surname?
No, just keep going.
Well, normally you say your surname and now all of a sudden...
No, well, you just go, say, I'm Dom. Let's go.
That's it, just Dom?
Yes.
And I'll do it one more time. I'm Tony Shump.
And I'm Dom. What about Collingwood?
What happened?
They lost. Oh my God, they lost.
They lost?
They lost. I'm so happy. I'm being sad. What are you crying about?
I'm laughing.
I
love it when they lose.
They do. I love it.
Let me tell you something.
What?
My close mates, the Marra boys.
Marijuana? What are you talking
about? Marra boys.
Marra boys, yeah.
They grew up in Maribyrnong.
Yeah.
And half of my colleagues were supporters.
Oh, my God.
And they're going to be very upset, you know, because what we do when Collingwood win, right?
Yeah.
They
go to the pizza shop, don't they?
Yeah, they go Ken Pizza.
Kensington Pizza,
down there in Kensington, but when they lose,
what happens when they lose?
they go home.
What?
So,
they go to Kensington Pizza.
No, they go straight home. They go straight home.
They don't even go to Kensington Pizza and get a pizza.
No, they say, Ralph, get your own effing pizza.
What? You going to say fuck on this program?
We can't.
Yes, sorry. Anyway, go.
So that's what happens, you know, when they lose, you know. So I got to get my own pizza, you know.
No,
and many times I've been there by myself at Ken Pizza eating a pizza.
So Collingwood, yeah. I take mine. Oh, yeah. I'm very sad. Are you sad? Are you sad?
Very, very
Stop
sad.
laughing. Anyway, we're going to sign off before we get, there's lots of Collingwood supporters everywhere, mate. So we're going to hide now. Hide.
We've got a special guest today, Terry Hadfield. He's definitely not a Collingwood supporter. I think he's a Carlton supporter.
Blue boys! Good on you, Terry.
I'm sure some of those Collingwood fans...
so is Terry going to tell us a SHUMPCAST ditty?
Yeah. What is it?
SHUMPCAST ditty.
Oh, SHUMPCAST ditty.
Not titty, ditty. You know, a little ditty about Jack and Diane. Ditty. SHUMPCAST
jumping around kitties.
No, no.
Oh,
it's not being sexist. It's a ditty. SHUMPCAST ditty. So you're saying Terry Hadfield's going to give us a ditty next week, is he?
Yes, he's going to be on the show today.
Oh, today? Beautiful.
Yes. Apparently he's got some stories.
Well, that's what a ditty is. SHUMPCAST ditty. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
So anyway, we're going to actually give him a call and he's going to tell us his amazing story. So on the line, Terry Hadfield.
Hey, Teza!
Hey, Terry Hadfield, how are you, mate? Tony Shump here.
And Dominic Antonio Zabara.
How are we, boys?
Oh,
good.
Very good, yes.
We just had a couple of stories, and our mate Tony said that you've probably got one of the best. So, yeah.
Well...
Can you set the picture? Can you set the scene?
Can I set the scene? Okay. I've got a few, but the first one I'm going to give you is I had this silver Commodore, and it was a very hot summer's day.
What year?
And it was about 1987,
Oh, dear, beautiful Commodore.
Oh, yeah, very hot in those
What
days.
colour, Terry? What colour was the Commodore, mate?
The silver Commodore.
Silver.
Have you got a photo of it?
No, I haven't. Sorry, mate.
Okay, carry on.
Let him talk. Sorry, Terry.
Anyway, I was working for this mob called Taverns of Victoria, and I was coming home from work, past Arden Street and up Macaulay Road. And what happens when you come up Macaulay Road, you hit a train tracks, which the lights were flashing.
Oh, Macaulay Station or Ken Station?
Macaulay Station.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, yes.
And anyway, the other way, a cattle truck was travelling the other way.
A what?
And
a cattle truck?
A cattle truck.
A cattle truck, yeah.
I'm laughing already.
Go on. And what had happened is it had stopped for the lights.
Yeah.
Now, my window was wide open because it was a hot, steaming day.
Because it's shit.
And next thing you know, because we had to stop abruptly, I couldn't go forward or back or anything.
So there was a truck behind you and a train in front of you, yeah?
Yeah. So next thing you know, this hot liquid is coming through my window.
What do you mean hot liquid? Look, how hard?
Very hot. Hot and yellow.
Oh.
I had no idea what was going on. And I looked up. And
what, like a hose? Now, like a hose or a trickle?
Like a hose, mate.
Like a hose? Yeah.
Next thing you know, there's this cow peeing through the cattle truck, through my window, onto my lap.
Oh, why'd you do your window up?
I did. And then it sprayed all over the window.
Oh.
But it
So
got a fair
anyway,
bit.
Anyway,
my
listen,
lap
let him
is
tell the
that
story.
Hot. My lap is that hot, and it's starting to sting. And next thing you know, I couldn't drive forward or back, you know, because the traffic was that chaotic.
So you had to
Anyway.
stand there and take the golden shower.
Yes. Anyway, then my whole windscreen fogged up because of the hot steam. It was really hot and steamy.
Yeah.
Right?
Is
And
this
I'm looking
true?
through the
Is this
revision mirror.
True
The
story.
lady behind me is pissing herself laughing because of what was going on. She's seeing this cow pee onto the side of my window, right, and just spraying on my window. So that was quite amusing.
So how wet were you? Like you had your pants, your shirt? It must have been a pretty
I
drenched.
was in my work pants, in my work, because I was a carpenter, and I
Oh,
worked
my God.
and I was steaming hot, and I had to keep wiping my window because it fogged up my whole window. It was just shocking.
That's a beauty.
And it was stinging. Believe it or not, cow's piss sting.
Wow.
Ugh.
They had lots of
Anyway,
grass.
nowadays, when you drive past the cattle truck, they've got all this barricade going around cattle trucks.
Oh, so they can't piss on you now.
It's because of me, mate.
Oh, what is it called? It's called the Terry Hadfield shield. What is
Terry
it?
Hadfield. The Terry Hadfield.
The shield.
Yeah, shield, yeah.
Now, you got a better one than that as well, I heard.
I've got one that you haven't heard. I don't know whether you've
No, it's got to be a true story there, Terry.
It's
gotta be a
true,
story.
it's got-
Yeah,
be
that's
true.
a true story, mate. 100%. Well, I'll tell you this one, and then I'll give you another one next week.
All right, okay. All right.
This one is one that you probably haven't heard.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm working for Taverns of Victoria.
Who?
And
Taverns of Victoria.
And this guy had 36 pubs as a hobby,
Yeah.
right? Anyway, what happened is all us carpenters had one weekend every. You there?
Yeah, we're listening.
We had one weekend every month that we had to be on call in case we had to go out somewhere on a Sunday or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, the manager of the Savoy Hotel rings me up at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday
Oh,
and says, "You've got to come in here."
you've had a big
Something
night
good.
too, haven't you? The Saturday before.
Well, I had a big night, you know,
Yeah.
but anyway, so I rock in there, right? And I see the manager and I go, "What's going on, mate?" And he goes, and I was good mates with the guy there. He was a good bloke. And he goes, "You've got to go into the ladies' toilets and have a look." So I've gone into the ladies' toilets, and here's this girl up against the wall. And I go, "Are you right, love?" You know? And she goes, "No, I'm not. I'm in a bit of trouble here." Anyway.
Is this true? Is this true?
It's a true story, mate. I swear on my gift life.
Yeah, go. Sorry.
Anyway, what happened was she was waiting. There's 2 cubicles there,
Yeah,
and she must have been busting for a wee.
yeah.
And there's a drain with this tap next to her. So she's obviously tried to have a wee or something and go into the drain.
Oh, yeah.
But she's slipped, and it's a 4-pronged tap,
Oh!
and it's lodged. It's gone into her backside.
Oh!
And then she tried to stand up, and the tap is actually lodged inside. The top of the tap is lodged inside her backside, in her arse.
Oh, in an anal passage.
In her arse, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I said to the manager, I said, "Oh, mate, we've got to barricade the doors, you know, don't let anyone in here."
Yeah. Hey, it's just gone off. What'd you do? What happened? Hello?
You there?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Lost him.
Oh, no. Oh, no. What did you do? Whole story.
You there, mate?
Yeah, sorry, mate. The phone went out. I don't know what happened there.
So, we're up to the part where it's
I've
stuck.
walked in and I've seen her and she's against the wall on the tap.
Yeah.
So anyway, I said to the manager, I said, "Look, we've got to call the ambulance and the fire brigade." and block the door so no one can come in here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
So,
happened.
can I just ask you, what state was she in? Like was she embarrassed?
Was frantic, mate. She was frantic. She was covering her head. She didn't want to be seen. You know, she was really, really embarrassed.
Well, did she have a dress covering her? You know, or...
No. Her panties were down like by her ankles, or she pulled them up as far as she could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, she was up against this wall, right, and she's stuck in there. It's in her ass, mate. Right, just the top of it, not the bottom part where the water comes out.
Yeah.
So anyway, I called the ambulance and the fire brigade, and I greet them before they get in there, you know, and I say, look,
you know,
I explain what's happened. There's a girl in there. You've got to go and have a look. You know?
Yeah.
And then they come out. Every time they come out, they have a bit of a smirk on their face, you know, of what's going on. Anyway, so the fire brigade said to me, we've got to turn off the water. So,
what was the water on?
No, the water wasn't on, but they wanted to turn it off.
Okay.
You know,
in case
that can happen, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, next thing you know, the ambulance guys come and they see what's going on, you know, and they give her a pill to sedate her a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, they couldn't work out, they couldn't get her off. There's no way no one can get her off. So I had to get a hammer and belt behind her ass.
What?
Right, the tile wall out.
Yeah.
And then get a hacksaw and hacksaw the tap off the wall.
Yeah, but you were right next to where it was all
right
happening.
There, mate. Right there. I'm seeing it all.
Yeah.
Got no idea.
Oh.
Anyway, then when I...
Were you working hard or like...
No. I put like a towel over her, you know, so I couldn't see too much. You know, I was trying to protect her backside and that.
You're hiding her modesty. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, when the funny part was when she.
What? It's not funny so far.
When the tap, I know, but when the tap was cut off, right?
Yeah.
And she had to get taken out on a stretcher.
What?
Yeah, because, mate, you had to go to hospital. She got a tap hanging out of her arm.
Yeah.
They cut it off, mate. I cut it off.
They hit it
at the wall. Right?
Yeah. So how did you report it back at work?
No. What happened? Then the ambulance guys come in with a stretcher.
Yeah.
And put her on a stretcher.
Yeah.
And then they put a sheet over her. And they laid her face down.
Oh, shit.
But when she was laying face down, there's a tap
sticking out of her ass
under the sheet. And they had to wheel her out through the pub. So I with this tap with the sheet.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have known it was a tap out of her ass, would they?
No, mate, but it was sticking up. It was pretty, you know.
So when all the blokes in the pub asked you, hey, what's that out of her ass? Did you tell them?
Well, they would have said, at least she's clean.
Then I had to get the plumber and fucking block up the fucking tap and it was so funny.
Mate,
so funny.
that is the best. That's the best story.
And then Jim,
And it's all true, too.
Yeah, 100% true, mate.
Oh, you couldn't make that up. You couldn't make that up.
Hey, if you're that woman and you hear this podcast, can you give us a call? Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I think she's going to give you a call.
Well, you never know.
Get her on the show.
You never know. We can get her on the show. Maybe, she can thank you for cutting her out of it.
We'll get her side of the story.
Yeah.
You know? Her side of the story
She
might be
probably wants to
different.
thank you for that. Never had a chance to thank you.
I don't know about that, mate.
But thank you very much for that, Ted.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll
give you another one next
Hang on,
next week.
Did you end up meeting her later on or anything? Or catch
Never,
up?
mate. Never saw her again. I don't even think she would have went to that pub again, mate.
I don't
think she'd show her face, mate.
Yeah.
No way.
I think she would have scrubbed the records too.
And what year was that, Terry?
Oh, God. That would have been a little bit later.
Oh,
a year or two later than that. Probably 89.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit, yeah.
All right, so it was early days, but, not that early.
Well, Terry, we'd like to thank you for those couple of stories because they would have just kept the listeners in stitches, mate.
All right,
well,
no
we're going
problem,
to get our producer and try and track her down.
Yeah,
Don't worry about that. We'll get our producer.
Hey, if we do track her down, is there a chance we can get the two of you to meet or even talk? Is there a chance?
Yeah,
All right.
no worries. Like to meet her.
How old was she? How old was she, you reckon?
She was younger than me. She'd have to be. Well, I'm nearly 60, so she'd have to be. Well, I'd say she'd be 50, 52.
Oh,
So back then, she would have been like what, 20?
She would have been 20, 22, something like that.
Oh, the poor darling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if she ever had kids or anything. Anyway.
Well, you don't have kids out of your ass.
Yeah, I know, but it could have damaged something, pushed up a little bit further or something,
She's probably working for Reese, Reese Plumbing or something.
Yeah.
She's probably working for Reese Plumbing now, probably the CEO or, head of operations or something, I don't know.
All right, boys.
On that note.
Well, we'll be speaking again for another Terry Hadfield true story, mate.
Yeah, that was a great one. Thanks a lot for that, Terry. Oh my God, what a character! Hey, is that fair income? Is that true?
Look, I don't know. But would you make something up like that? I don't know if I could.
Well, I mean, yeah, it depends. Like, no, I couldn't, but I know lots of people that could. But mate, that's stuck up her flip. You know what I mean? Is that true?
Yeah, that tap up.
Yeah. Up the collar past. Oh, anyway, yeah.
And also the cow. You're sitting in the car there.
I know.
And
they've got a big hose with hot water blasting at you, but smelly hot water.
I just want to know if he could get that smell out of the car, you probably couldn't get it out.
No,
I mean, it probably
it was like that Seinfeld episode, the one where he couldn't get the smell out of the car.
That's right.
He tried to, in the end, he just gave it away, or he left the keys in the car for that robber to take it.
Oh, yeah.
And the thief jumped in the car and said, I'm not fucking robbing that. That stinks. Yeah.
Well, it's like when you wear your pants. You wear your pants and it does smell.
No.
You never wear your pants?
No, never.
You never wear your pants?
Well, when I was baby.
Oh,
well, when was the last time you wet your pants?
Well, when we started the podcast.
Well,
when you said to me, we're going to start a podcast, and the first thing I did was wear my pants.
That's not bad. Yeah, I love your own jokes. Anyway.
Yeah. But look...
Subscribe. What did you say about the subscribe?
Hey, I'm going back to Terry Hadfield. He has got more stories, so we're going to get him back on the show.
When?
I don't know, maybe in a few 3 or 4 weeks, and he reckons he's going to make up some more.
Yeah. No, he didn't make it up. It's a
true
story.
True story. You reckon it's a true story?
It's a true ditty, mate. It's a true ditty. What were you saying about subscribing?
Oh, we need people to subscribe to our channel. That's right, to our YouTube channel. So basically what you have to do...
What do they have to do?
Oh, they just got to go onto the YouTube and hit the subscribe button.
And what do you do? Does it
cost
you anything? Does it cost you anything?
No, it doesn't cost you anything, no. Oh, you just subscribe. You just subscribe and what? Yeah, and then every time our new podcast comes out...
Oh, they get notified.
They'll get a notification.
Bullshit. They ring
them
up, they call them. What do they do? Okay, excuse me, the SHUMPCAST is coming on. What do they do?
No, it just comes up on their phone. A new episode.
Oh, sweet.
Of SHUMPCAST.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's pretty much the episode. But next week, I think we have...
Who?
A very special guest. A guy I...
Don't tell me Bullfrog's going to be on.
Bullfrog. Well, people don't know Bullfrog, but he is the bass player from the band called Boom Crash Opera.
Boom Crash Opera?
And he also plays...
play with them?
He also plays with Mark Seymour.
Yeah, I've seen him play with Mark Seymour.
And he plays another band
the AFL Grand Final he played too. Mark Seymour.
Yes. The one Carlton won.
No.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
That was 95. I was there.
95, yeah. That's
anyway, we're not talking about Carlton and Grand Final.
Okay.
What are we talking about? Bullfrog.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's going to be on the show next week.
John Favaro.
Yes. So anyway, that's all we have for this week. And we'll see you next week on SHUMPCAST. I'm Tony Shump.
And I'm Domenico Antonio Sorbara.
Oh, now you're saying your
surname. Well, I do it when I want to.
We can say it a bit slow, please.
No.
What do you have to say that
Let's
part?
both say SHUMPCAST at the end, all right?
You're going to say fast. I'm going to say fast. Oh, welcome to the show. I'm Tony Shump.
Yeah, see? Well, you just go, mate. I'm Domenico Antonio Sorbara.
I'm Tony Shump.
No. You're Tony Shump Nardella. You got to say, Antonio Shampi Nardella. Like that. Because you're Italian too. I'm not really Italian. You're Foggia.
Okay. Can you say it for me?
Foggiano. Antonio Realfi Nardella. And Domenico Antonio Sorbara. And we're from SHUMPCAST.